Okay, so I skipped over a lot of the measurements, and now I have this linear drawing, or what do you call it? A not curvilinear, a contour drawing of what I see in front of me. So it's just basically the lines. And once I get to this point, I can start adding shading and textures. So if you take a look at this image right here, the darkest parts I see are this carpet right here. So I'm going to go in and shade in my carpet, and it's kind of like this shag carpet. So I'm going to do some scribbling to add some value and textures to that carpet, and just kind of making it stand out from the rest of the line drawing. So adding that carpet there. But you're really going to want to get the values right. So I'll be looking for different values too. So not just a line drawing. We want to get the values in there and the textures. So just to make this a richer drawing. So starting with that, but then if you look at it, identify where the dark areas are. So part of this blackboard, I would say goes from a middle value to a light value as you go upwards. So this carpet here is probably the darkest value you've got. And then if you go over to this door, this is also a dark value. And if you get this object here, that's pretty dark. So those are your darkest values. And then, yeah, like I said, the blackboard right here is probably a middle value. The shadows kind of a middle dark value. So identify where your dark, middle, and light values are and try and capture those in your drawing. The rest of this is pretty light, especially right here. This is going to be my lightest light, so nothing should be lighter than this. But then, what I see kids do is they make this value and other light values the same. Obviously, this is much lighter and this is not quite so light. So then what I would do here on my drawing is maybe make this window right here the lightest value. Hold on, let me get that out of the way. Leave that the lightness of the paper, and then go over to the side where the door is a little bit darker, and just kind of lightly shade in that area just so that there's slightly darker value right there. So just kind of get that in there. And then adjust your values accordingly. If you look at the corners right here, or the corners like right up here, the corners are pretty dark compared to that window. So let's see. Like right here is a dark corner. So it gets darker as you go towards the corner and then lighter as you go towards the windows. So make sure you capture that change in value. Remember, changes in value creates the illusion of volume. So again, compare, let's say, this value versus this value. This one's slightly darker, but not as dark as, say, this interior dark value right here of that room in there. So, with that said, make sure you finish your drawing and get those values and textures in there and then submit.